Yes, we are. So yes, this is Shadowrun. Even though it says Dragonfall, that's the second installment. I should go to options. This seems exceptionally loud. Ah, there we go. Yeah, that's better. Excellent music. Now, yeah, there we go. We're just going to tweak that. Game difficulty, text speed, normal, language, English, input type, single click, camera edge pan, reward code unlock. If we sent you a code to unlock custom content, Kickstarter backers, please enter it here. Now, this version of the game, we have done a Kickstarter for all three. I was going to do this game earlier, but when the Kickstarter started for Hong Kong, I went, no, wait until Hong Kong is out, and then I'm going to do all three. So that's what we're doing. And so we're not going to be playing Dragonfall. That is the second one. We'll be playing Dead Man's Switch, which is fantastic. I've played it once, maybe twice. Dragonfall, I have not played. In Hong Kong, I have not played. Those two will be blind runs. Okay? Now, let's see. So we want Dead Man's Switch. Launch campaign. Supporting languages. Let's take a look at that. English, Spanish, French, German, Italian, Russian, Chinese. I don't like it when they say Chinese. Well, which dialect? That matters. The two main ones, what? Mandarin and Cantonese? Huge difference between the two. Anyways. Now, we can play easy. Yeah, I don't think so. Your current global difficulty setting is normal. This difficulty setting applies to all Shadowrun's current Shadowrun Returns content you play. You can change your difficulty setting below, or at any time from the main menu. We will play on normal, I think, because this isn't about going insanely hard. If you've never seen this game, this is pure story driven. That's what this is about. So normal is the best way. So we will go normal. Now, tip, you can use medkits. Now we're going to make a character, male or female. It'd be nice if they had a third option. Maybe someone just gender fluid, or maybe even transgender. Most transgender people I know will say that they are female or male. Some will label themselves as transgender. So it's different, but it'd be nice to have more than. Because there are more than. Just my thing. Now, race. We can play a human. An elf. So yeah, this video is basically the character creation. That's what we're doing. There really isn't an opening cinematic. This is a turn-based game. If you don't know anything about it, actually, if you don't know anything about Shadowrun, created in the early '80s as a role-playing game, early or mid '80s, I actually forget. I would have to take a look. Anyways, role-playing game isn't tabletop dice and paper. There's what happened in the near future is that there's something called the Awakening, where magic returned to the world, and there's high technology, and you get spellcasters, you get elves, and you get dwarves, orcs, and trolls. They're called metahumans. And then you have humans and the different classes. If you feel comfortable with the way characters are built in Shadowrun, you may create your own character by mixing skills and attributes as you wish. We won't be doing that, just in case if you're completely unfamiliar with it. Alright, excuse me. So we are going to go over human. That's the one I do plan to pick. Humans were the only race on Earth until the awakening in 2012. Now they find themselves the definition of average or even normal. They are still the most populous race in the world and thus control many of the most powerful, moneyed, and important positions. Moneyed? I don't know. And positions in society. Oops, sorry. All humans have a +3 to karma to start the game. Maximum stats: body 9, quickness 9, strength 9, charisma 9, intelligence 9, willpower 9. Pretty straight across the board. Elf. Many people, especially other metahuman races, see elves as the most fortunate of metahumans. There is a lot of racism in this game, or this universe. They are the most attractive, socially acceptable than the other metahumans. Elves are taller than humans but have a more slender build. Their hair is usually thicker, longer, and more luxurious than average, and their ears come to a point. All elves have +1 to charisma. Maximum stats is body 9, quickness 11, strength 9, charisma 12, intelligence 9, willpower 9. Dwarf. Dwarves are the shortest of the metahuman races. To compensate, their torsos and shoulders are wider than their size would indicate. Thus their strength is equal to, and sometimes greater than, the larger races. A side effect of their metahuman nature is increased resistance to pathogens and magic attacks from within. All dwarves, better saving throws is what they're getting at. All dwarves have a +1 to willpower. Maximum stats: body 11, quickness 9, strength 12, charisma 9, intelligence 9, willpower 11. And I just chipped my tooth with my mug. Ow. Orcs. Excuse me? Orcs are the fastest breeding race and now are second only to humans in world population. Their size leads to an intimidating silhouette and a body that can take more physical damage than the average. Orcs have pointed ears and intimidating teeth or tusks. All orcs have +1 to body. Maximum stat: body 14, quickness 9, strength 9, charisma 8, intelligence 8, and willpower 9. Now remember, those are maximum that you can get a stat to. Trolls are the largest metahuman race. Heavy prejudice against them has led people to assume trolls have lowered intelligence, but in reality, there is no proof to this. Trolls have pointed ears, intimidating teeth, or tusks, and many have horn-like growths that other metahumans do not manifest. All trolls have a +1 to body, +1 to strength. Maximum stats: body 17, quickness 8, strength 15, charisma 6, intelligence 6, and willpower 9. Now, a little bit about this game, Shadowrun Returns. I probably should have done that in the beginning. Now, the original creator of Shadowrun, the gentleman who created this universe in the role-playing game, was able to lease back his license. Copyright things and ownership of licenses and properties is weird, or can be, and he was able to do a Kickstarter to get this game going. Further story that is amusing. A friend of mine, she was living, when going to school, she was living in Seattle in the same house as this guy. Now, this is all apparently. And her and the other housemates were playtesters for when he was creating this game. Now, I don't know about you, but that's pretty cool. You know, that whole 6-degree thing? Well, okay, I have a friend who happened to be connected with the person who created this universe and this, well, frankly, this genre. It is a cross between high fantasy and cyberpunk, which is just beautiful, in my opinion. Okay, now we're going to get into the archetype, which is like your character class. Street Samurai. Excuse me, I have to yawn again. The Street Samurai is kind of like your tank, your melee gun person type thing. You know, the Street Samurai is a freelance operative who follows a code of street honor. They are learned in the ways of traditional samurai warrior and in the practices of modern combat. Samurai sell their skills for profit and work to take out dishonorable scum that seem to breed in the urban sprawl. Key attributes: body strength or quickness. Key skills: close or range combat, or both, thrown weapons, and dodge. Let's see, I'm trying to think here. There was something I was going to say as I was reading that. Ah, yes. The name Shadowrun. It is one word, but the idea is these people, in terms of, you know, like your social security number or your social insurance number in Canada, or something that identifies you, has labeled you as a person for the government to recognize. Shadowrunners are people who have been erased from that system somehow. And they do shadow. They live in the shadows, and they do runs. They get these jobs through a contact called a Johnson. Either a person or a company or someone within a company will contact a Johnson for a job, and then the Johnson will get Shadowrunners to do that job. That's a basic thing that goes on. And more often than not, in terms of role-playing, nothing is as it seems, and Shadowrunners get screwed a lot of the time. It's also in the book the first time I've ever seen the phrase chunky salsa that was in the same paragraph as describing the effects of a grenade. Oh yeah. Just leave that to your imagination. A mage. Mages specialize in the casting of spells, but that doesn't mean they cannot shoot guns as well. Rather, magic is the center of their life. Their spells reflect I hate it when I do that. The spells reflect a pure balance of the manosphere and cover a wide range of magical effects, from the offensive damage attacks to character augmentation or degradation, buffs and debuffs, and to healing spells. Attributes: willpower, skills, spellcasting. A dagger. Cyberspace. The idea that you can plug yourself into the internet, if you will. That's a decker. Deckers use a cyber deck to jack into the Matrix, the worldwide information grid, and computer network. By projecting their minds into the electronic world, Deckers can find secrets other people keep hidden away. They use programs and expert systems to fight off the protections that megacorporations place in their way. Megacorps are basically corporations that have so much power and money and pull. They are basically governing entities unto themselves. It's pretty cool. Key attributes: intelligence, skills, decking. Key specializations: expert systems. Shaman. Shaman is different than a mage. Excuse me. Shamans believe that their magic comes from a... Damn it, I did it again. I'm sorry. I shouldn't take my hand off the mouse. Shamans believe that their magic come from a great totem spirit that guides their life path. A bear, cat, coyote, eagle, or raccoon. Shamans' relationships with their totems allow them to summon spirits and command them to do their bidding. Shamans have the skill to conjure spells that mages cannot. Attributes: Charisma, Key Skill, Spirit Summoning. Increase this skill grants a shaman a totem benefit in conjuring. A Rigger. Riggers use cybertech to jack their might into and control small robot-like vehicles called drones. It's not in this game, but in terms of the role-playing game, they also plug themselves into like cars and planes and that kind of stuff so they can pilot them better. Riggers use their rigging abilities to provide surveillance, support, extra firepower when required. Key attributes: Intelligence, Key Skill, Drone Control, Key Specialization, Drone Combat. Physical Adept, short form PhysAd. Adepts are magically active characters who focus their magic internally to develop their utmost potential, physically, mentally, and spiritually. As adepts unlock new abilities, they become honed physical machines, using their magic to enhance their close combat abilities. Key attributes: body, strength, willpower, and chi, or ki. I've heard the word pronounced both ways. Casting. So I actually don't know how they pronounce it in this world, so I'll probably end up saying chi. Anyway, so the one that I like the most is the PhysAd. We're not going to do a custom. I'm not comfortable with that. I don't know the system solid enough. So we will do that. Now we can go with hairstyle. So these are the different portraits that you can get. Oh, I love that ink. Let's see, can we? These are the colors. We picked human, so no horns. Customize your runner. And let's see. That's kind of cool. Okay, so there we go. Custom. So hairstyle. So we'll change, not in the portrait here, but we can change our hairstyle for here, which I'm liking. Oh, wait, that was like a purple. Okay, we're gonna go with that kind of makeup. Okay. Yeah, that's a portrait, and that's what we're going to do. Simple hairstyle. Let's see what else there is. A mohawk. Mohawks are pretty common. Yeah, we're going to go with that hairstyle. I do enjoy longer hair, so yeah. Get my hair's down to like my waist. Anyways, okay, we'll go with that. I like that portrait, even though it doesn't match. Let's just go with it, guys. Just go with it. Spend your karma. Karma represents the experience characters earn while running the shadows and achieving goals. Karma is used to improve attributes and skills. An attribute or skill rating can be increased by spending karma equal to the next increment of that rating. Thus, improving your body from 4 to 5 requires you to spend 5 karma. You have some karma available now to customize your character. Okay, and we have 8 karma. Body, quickness, strength, intelligence. So these are just... These are the actual stats. So, body determines the resistance to physical damage, increase chance to take reduced damage from attacks. For every point of body, hit points increases by 10, which is not a bad thing, but we may want to hold off because we only got 8 points. Used to calculate chance to hit in range combat, reduce the chance to be hit by enemy physical attacks. Ranged combat. This is the main one. You can specialize in pistol, SMG, shotgun, and rifle. Dodge. Helps to reduce the chance of being hit by physical attacks. Your strength used to calculate the chance to hit with melee or throwing weapons. Also determines how far a grenade can be thrown. Close combat. Melee weapons increase the chance for greater than normal damage when using melee weapons to attack. Increases to unlock special abilities. That's where these icons are. Unarmed. Increase the chance for greater than normal damage when using fists to attack. Increases skill to unlock special abilities. Thrown weapons. Intelligence. Which, taking a look, now we're phys ed, which means since we use magic and stuff, we channel it internally. We do not want cybernetics, so the idea of using decking, not a good idea. But biotech gains a bonus to hit point recovery when using a med kit. That's a good idea. Using decking or rigging to calculate the chance to hit with computer programs or drones. Also used to reduce the chance to be hit by programs in the Matrix. So we got all of those. Then there's willpower for spell casting. And chai casting. Main component to calculate chance to hit with adept powers. Now see, this is something that we do want. Can equip killing hands. So, do you see this line right here? Actually, yeah, I should point this out. Which means we can put points into spellcasting or chai casting up to 3. We cannot get the 4th one unless if we put a point into there. So, that's important. Excuse me. Now, charisma to some degree is important. Okay, so these are all the skills. Now, spirit summoning, spirit control, no. Conjuring, no, because we're not going to do that. But it says this part here unlocks etiquette that affect conversations. That is important. So we're going to put 1 point into that. We are going to put... Do we have these 2? Okay, so we have 3 points left. We cannot upgrade our willpower. Intelligence. Unarmed, we should probably do that. Okay, hang on. We have the points. Here, in terms of that, you have 2 for the unarmed combat, as well as, or close combat. Do you see? Like, you need to increase both your strength and close combat capabilities. To be able to increase like match. So I would need to be able to have access to level 3 and level 3, I would have to increase close combat up to level 3, and then I can work on these. Dodge is important, really important. Quickness, body, we can't do body, we'll have to work on that later. range combat. It is important to have range, so we're not gonna worry. I'm wrong. I'm wrong about that. Unarmed combat to go with killing hands, maybe. Dodge. You just don't want to be hit by physical attacks and range combat. There we go. Available karma 0. Okay, we got it. We have our character's stats and skills. Confirm. Choose an etiquette. Etiquette is about knowing how to behave in various social situations. The right etiquette can give you an edge in certain conversations. Choose etiquette from the list below. Choosing an etiquette does not cost karma. Each etiquette can only be chosen once. I have 1. Okay. Oh. There's corporate, security, gang, socialite, Shadowrunner, street, and academic. Well, I think we're going to want to know how to talk to a gang properly. We'll go with that. Many runners use a street name handle or working name, names like Half-Jack or Lady Zed. Well, actually, it's written by Americans, so it's probably Lady Z, but Lady Zed. Others stick with their given name or adopt a nickname. Please choose the name for your character. Like most. That's the name we're taking. Play along. Now we're loading into it. We will end it here. Your apartment. It's got 4 walls, a roof, and isn't on fire. Even the cockroaches have fled in search of better accommodations. Not exactly a runner's dream pad, but right now, it's about all you have left. Running in the shadows is all about feast or famine. One day you're Nova Hot, working jobs that allow you to eat at 5-star restaurants. The next, well, you're here. This one's a famine for the ages. Slagging Fixer hasn't called. The money's run out. And then some. Sinless and free. Free to starve in the cracks of a society run by megacorps who just want your Nuyen. Nuyen is name of the currency. Something needs to change. And soon. Okay. This is where we live. It's a dump. I'm going to save it here, and it'll be the next episode that we actually get started. Objective. Can you save? I'm trying to remember. 0 million. Mission items, objectives. Okay, well, anyways, I do hope you enjoyed the character creation. This is the character screen. These are your items and outfits, weapons, a machete, spells, passive, unarmed damage increased by 4. Unarmed damage increased by a further 6 for 4 rounds. It's good. Items, we have concussion grenades and all that, and a dock wagon, basic trauma kit. Cyberware, none. And we plan to keep it that way. Here we go. We're going to save game. Alright. Well, I do hope you enjoyed this introduction to Shadowrun, and I hope you'll join me again for the next one when we get into the game proper. But until then, please be safe and have a cup of soykaf. You'll need it. Bye.